So alright guys, my box is lost, man. Good thing about it is on wheels, so it ain't that far away. Whatever it's at, it ain't. Trying to get out? What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. I guess he's trying to get in. I guess he's going in. So alright YouTube, now man, I found out my Amazon box that I'm supposed to be looking for is actually a Swift container with an Amazon sticker on front. Cause I've been trying to ride by again, guys. I was gonna finish later on, but I thought this would be crazy. I asked the spotter for help. He told me that, you know what? Let me turn around. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, I ain't trying to go out. That dude messed up my whole little program, man. Where you coming from, driver? You coming from there, driver? Back the other way. That's my whole little program. I'm about to cut right through the little dip right there, man. Alright, that's some hope, man. I'm sure riding looking, man. I'm looking for an Amazon box. Hold on.
Throw in. It's a Swift container with a blue Amazon sticker on it. It's a 140. It's a throw in.
Hey, how'd you know it's a Swift container before you found it? How'd you know?
Huh?
How did you know it was a Swift container before you found it?
Because you know what? One of the other spotters he yelling out earlier, he couldn't find it, and somebody else was saying something about a Swift container with a sticker on it.
Really?
And it's a throw in. It's a Swift container. Look for a blue Amazon sticker.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Keep that in mind because that's the bullshit they got going on.
I gotta look for a Swift container with a blue sticker on front. Who knew? Who knew, man? How crazy this stuff is. It just don't cease to amaze me, man. Let me just find this box so I get up the road. That's all I want. So I'm looking for a Swift container. What's going on up here? Alright, where you at, Swift? Oh Swift, where could you be? Oh Swift, where could you be? Probably this one right here. Here we go. Ah, you mother clucker, you. Ah, you mother clucker, you. Look at that. How you gonna find that? The number's the same, but the Swift's a Swift. It's a Swift box, man. Why I couldn't find it? So anyway, I found the box, guys. It's a rental. They renting a. Don't know, man. Try to make some sense of this stuff sometimes, guys. You'll go crazy, man. But anyway, let me hook up to this, guys, and I'll see you guys later on when I finish the video, guys. What's going on, YouTube? Trucking on Life here one more time, guys. Guys and gals and gals and guys. So I got special guests back there. 10,000 shy. Taking her to summer camp, or what is this called, baby? A bridge program? Taking her to a, what is this called? A bridge program?
No, that's not it. It's summer.
Summer camp?
Yeah.
All right, going on summer camp, guys. But as you guys see in the previous clip about the imposter box or whatever, I'm gonna get to the video in 1 minute, guys. I couldn't finish it that day because there's so much going on. And also to all my OG subscribers, remember Kayla Bean from the Kayla Bean Show? She like, hold on, any words for the people from Kayla Bean? What you want to say?
I'll see y'all guys later.
Huh?
I'll see y'all guys later.
You'll see them later. That's all you want to say?
Yep.
Any more Kayla Bean shows coming out?
Maybe.
So hi YouTube, so yeah, as you can see, the youngin is gone. I dropped the youngin off at school, guys. So, well, not school, but summer camp. So, listen, I'm gonna say this, guys. It's a dirty business, guys, but somebody gotta do it, man. Some things you may face if you're owner operator, guys, at least going to a company, or if you got your own authority, you deal with load boards and you deal with brokers and so on, guys. I'm gonna start with the least going to the company first. There's a little thing called the favorite 5. Some of you guys may understand what this is, some of you guys may not, but I'll just say this. It's something it's occurring in the owner operator world. So if you want to be owner operator, at least going to a company, you might deal with this, but you probably might be part of the favorite 5. Now, technically speaking, it's not necessarily 5 per se. I call it the favorite 5 to kind of sum it up, but it's the favorites of the company, the ones the company have more favor with. And these are drivers. You owner operator lease to a company, you still deal with things like guys and drivers that like want to know what you doing. You try to figure out what they doing. Let's say the company may say, hey man, we only got this much work for the day, and you trying to figure out what the next guy's doing because you trying to figure out if your workload is better than theirs or their workload is better than yours, not knowing that every driver do different type of work that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't think like that. They think like, man, how much work you getting? What you got going on? You'll hit this till you hit this turn right here. Hey, what they got you doing? You hit that a lot. And I'll be telling guys, man, you know, some guys will lie to you talking, man, it's really hard out here, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Work slow, and this guy probably getting 15 loads a day. He probably getting 12 loads a day. But anyway, to kind of put it in perspective, guys, if you do like with certain companies, if you do like 4 or 5 loads a day, that's a $500 to $700 a day, sometimes $1,000 a day, depends on what you're doing, right? Just I'm gonna put some real numbers out here. So, a lot of guys try to aim for certain amount of loads to make their number for the day, especially as owner operators. So you want to make $500 to $700 a day. You want to shoot for that. If you do better, good. If you don't, try again the next day. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys try to shoot for that. They kind of have a decent check at the end of the week. I had to get out that jam. Stuff started going on, guys. I had to make a couple stops, so I had to finish the video here. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's a dirty game to be an owner operator, guys. But somebody got to do it. Listen, when you with a company, you leased on to them, and guys try to be nosy, trying to find out what you're trying to do, what you got going on, what kind of work you got going on, so they could kind of help see what they got to do. Some guys, I've even seen it over the years, guys, where guys will come in, they get your truck number. If y'all with the same company, they get your truck number, ask you what's going on with what the work you doing. Then you tell them the honest truth, and you ain't paying no dispatchers, you ain't the favorite 5, you just working, you know what I'm saying? They go back and tell dispatching them or tell the manager or something, hey, this guy doing all this work, well, I'm not doing that. And they go try to mess up what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that all the time. I've seen pettiness to the 10th power in this business, guys. Let's say you got a driver that's running a certain run or a lane, and the guys that usually run that lane, they don't want it no more. So they figure it's a bad lane because they want to make money, because everything about trying to position yourself, guys, to get to the bag better. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't trying to waste your time. Because when you're driving for a while, you realize you ain't got a lot of time to waste. Truck can take up a lot of your time. So anyway, guys figure out what lanes work better for them, what lanes pay better. Guys figure this out, right? So you got company drivers do the same thing. They'll figure out what the next guy's doing. And they'll go tell the boss, hey man, I want that run right there, or I want to bid for that run, or try to bump the guy out the run. Guys who are driving around, you know what I'm talking about. If you are owner operator, guys, understand when you get in this business, it's a dirty game, man. You got drivers that pay off dispatchers. You got dispatchers that I'm talking about owner operators now, guys. You got dispatchers that that's why I say the favorite 5. I mentioned it earlier in the video. The favorite 5 is not technically 5 people, but it's the favorites of the dispatch. Not necessarily of the company, I said that earlier, but of the dispatchers. Because when you lease onto a company, the drivers get their work dispatched through dispatchers, or they deal with brokers. But even then, that same thing apply with brokers. I get to that in 1 minute too, guys. I ain't gonna make this video long. I got things to do. You may have a dispatcher that's cool with a driver. Let's say they cousin, mother's uncle is related to the driver, and it's a personal touch. They know the person. So of course they gonna feed the driver. They gonna feed that owner operator that they know more personally better than they would somebody they don't know. Now all dispatchers don't do this, but this is an owner operator business, is a dirty game. Somebody got to do it, and that happens. I've seen it over the years. So, cause I used to come in thinking like, man, if I work hard, if I just work real hard and real smart, man, it's gonna work out. That ain't always the case, guys. Now I always mention, if you want to make the rules, build your own house. I'll get to that another time, guys. But you can't go to somebody else's house trying to change the rules. Them house rules. You found the house rules ain't working with you, move around. That's all. It's just that simple. One more thing is, and I'm gonna get to how somebody got to do it. I'm gonna get to that part in a minute. But let's just say you got your own authority, right? And you out there, you figure, man, if I just call brokers, if I get cool with brokers, woo, I'll be all right. Now, don't get me wrong, some cases that work. But you got them cases where a broker will really rock with you, know you dependable, know you get the loads there on time. They'll work with you for a minute till their buddy come up with a company and say, hey man, I need some work, man. Who you think is getting X'd out? If that broker controls the work you get most of your work from, and they buddy start a trucking company, and they buddy is they buddy, and you just a guy they been knowing, they like you, who you think you'll get X'd out? Not they buddy, because they buddy up and coming. Especially they buddy meet all the requirements, and that broker got leeway to kind of distribute loads how they want to. So I'm saying it's an owner-operator, whether you consider yourself an independent contractor with your own authority, owner-operator with your own authority, whatever you want to consider yourself, this business could be dirty. All could be some dirty. All you talking about some dirty money. Oh, some dirty money. But you can make it if you position yourself right, guys. So when I mean somebody got to do it, because here's the thing that's going on, guys. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but a lot of the big companies are trying to smush out the small guys. Right now, as it stands, most of the owner-operators, the small guys, the 1 truck, the 10 trucks, even the 20 trucks, considered a small company. 20 trucks, believe it or not. To us, it's big, but in a grand scheme of things, it's a small company. So most of the big wigs is they trying to monopolize the corner of the markets, guys, to push out the small guys. So that's why you have a mass influxion of guys that's trying to lease on to companies to try. I don't know if you guys know, like the whale. I forgot the name of the type of whale, but you get like the whale that swim in the water. Of course, the whale swim in the water. What I'm talking about. Anyway, it swims, and you got like little leeches that leech onto the whale as it go. That's they ride. So a lot of owner-operators, guys, is leasing on to companies because they don't want to have to deal with the calling every day, negotiating rates, dealing with the favorite 1,500 instead of the favorite 1,500 drivers. So they'd rather deal with a company. They don't have to deal with no factoring company. They don't have to deal with no dispatch service. They don't have to deal with no everything on their own. They have to deal with trying to negotiate rates up and down all day. And only to get to like my boy Tommy said in that podcast, you negotiate a rate all that morning, you finally get to the truck and they send you an email, hey, the load been canceled, and the load wasn't canceled. They just found somebody else, they buddy, they could do it for cheaper. Or do it somebody they know. You know what I'm saying? This owner-operated business is real dirty, man. It's a dirty game. Now, I ain't saying get dirty with them. What I'm saying is positioning is key, guys. Positioning is key. And so so when I say somebody had to do the business of owner-operator, for a while, I foresee this a little bit longer. Not near future, but it's coming. They go find a way to weasel out the small guys. Because right now, the small guys is running you would think that the Fortune 500 companies in trucking is running most of the freight. And they not. It's the small guys is the majority right now. They trying to balance it out so that the bigger guys is running everything, and the small guys gotta get down with them or get out the game, because they ain't gonna be able to survive. So right now, everybody, the Fortune 500s can't handle all the freight, guys. And one last thing, and I'm gonna finish this off, guys, because this is an owner-operated business, is a dirty, dirty game, but somebody got to do it at the moment, at least. Right now, it's a driver's market. If you don't know what that is, that means the drivers getting better rates because of Corona. Had a lot of things in quarantine, a lot of companies shut down. So it might take them about 1.5 years, 2 years to get caught back up. But I guarantee you, when they get caught back up in freight, whereas more drivers than it is freight, what do you think is gonna happen to the rates? They go drop. Right now, it's way more freight than it is drivers. So when you see guys on everywhere saying, hey man, I made 15,000 or I made 20,000, I don't know if they made that much, to be honest with you, but if they did, it's because of the driver's market right now. It ain't gonna be a driver's market for long. Believe me, the tables always turn. You have a bull and bear markets, right? You got the same thing in trucking. You got the driver's market, then you got the carrier broker's market, or a shipper's market, or a customer market. Everybody got their time for a market. So if you see that, guys, just know, watch the trends and watch the markets and watch the what's the word I'm looking for? It's a trend, but it's like watch the I can't think of the word, man. But watch the history. Go back and look at the history of it. You see how it works. And Corona threw a loop in a lot of things, but it's still predictable. You can still predict what's coming up, what's coming ahead. And also too, guys, you don't know, but the driverless trucks is coming ahead too. I just throw that out there, but I'm gonna leave it to hang, guys. But anyway, you gotta find out what works for you. Get in where you fit in. Anyway, all right, YouTube. Hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going around. Sure. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.